Oh boy. Okay, we're here. We're here. There we go. I don't think I got a white helmet. Here we go.
It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Let's see that like that.
On the Eagles sideline, it is head coach Nick Sirianni. This guy's got... Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go from Arrowhead. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And taking the snaps, quarterback now in his third year in the league.
Now, Mike, he's coming off a game where his touchdown-to-interception ratio wasn't exactly ideal. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters in this league is wins and losses. He was able to escape with the win, and that's all that matters when it's all said and done. But having said that, he has to play a cleaner game, not only today, but going forward if his team ever wants to get to the level that they think they can play at.
Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 7. That is
good hit
on the RPO. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. He'll drop to throw. Exiting the pocket right. It's a gain of 28 as they
said no, I didn't know that.
Third down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
First and goal, Philadelphia.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Blitz coming, he'll throw it to the goal line and in. Kylan Granson, touchdown Philadelphia. That's his first touchdown of the new year.
And that's a really important opening drive here, Mike. You think back a week ago, there was a lot of disappointment. It was a long week of practice, a lot of questions that had to be answered inside that building. So you want to come and show, hey, last week is over. We are a lot better than how we looked then, and you can't do it a lot better than that.
I like the offense.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
Well, the nice thing about the NFL, Mike, is there's always next week. If you're coming off a good game, you got to put it to bed and come back and play well again. But in this case, things could not have gone much worse for this guy last week in that performance. So this game couldn't come fast enough. He said he had a great week of practice. He was able to put that behind him mentally and physically, and they're going to need him to play a lot better if they're going to come away today with a win.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Where they're doing Hall of Fame basketball.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Boy's running the ball away.
The Eagles offense
Coach
ready
trying
to
to
get
say?
going with their 2nd possession.
Coach, what are you trying to tell
This
us?
offense comes on the road here in week
right,
2.
give it back.
Look, road games are so hard in the NFL, but it's nice to hit the road coming off a win at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's amazing how winning creates more winning. It kind of has an ability to kind of build on itself. It's a snowball effect. So when you're winning, you're feeling good, everything works. And all of a sudden, you start losing, and you start questioning everything about your approach. So the key in the NFL is win or lose, you're on to the next game. And it's the team's ability to start fresh every single week, regardless of the previous week's outcome. Those are the teams that find themselves in position of the playoffs down the stretch.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Kieran's in motion, defense bid on it.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down.
It didn't matter. They had back up.
Brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll look to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
4th down.
He was looking for A.J. Brown.
Good job,
that time.
defense.
And that'll set up
Hold
4th
it
down.
down.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann.
I just need offense to like kind of step it up. Like, tell me last week was an apparition.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Chiefs offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. When you play a tight game and lose, it kind of changes the feeling coming into this weekend.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? If you don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2, the best teams in this league, Mike, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
Good hit.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, KC.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Come on now, beat up. Show me something.
Once again, it's Gibbs.
Oh yeah. Oh, he gone. Yo.
And he will go all the way. Jameer Gibbs.
All he needed was just a little bit of space. That's all he needed.
They think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Good job, Chiefs. Let me get back in there.
We're all tied 7 apiece. And the kick's away. On the return, it's Mitchell. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They bring a tight end in motion left. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one's complete. It's Jake Bigsby. And he'll be out of bounds.
And he held on.
Nets about 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun. He'll throw. Throw here down the
That
field.
was a pick animation, guys. That was going to be a pick.
This is 3rd and 6. Send a man in motion right. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down.
That was smart, Troy. Way to throw the ball away. Intelligent.
Nowhere to go downfield.
Very, very smart. Good
And
job.
now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Field
Here's
position is
Brayton
everything.
Mann now. He's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Returnable from the 17. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs offense ready to take over possession of the football. Greg, they say flush a game after you lose, right? But when you built up all year to the opener and you get blown out, is it even harder to flush?
That's a layup, baby.
Well, certainly that's the
Here's the
question,
deal.
Mike. And
Hey, Troy.
because of how much the coach stands up there and you try to say, hey, it's a new week. We've got to move forward. And certainly that's the case in the NFL. If you let bad losses linger, you're going to find yourself in a bigger hole. So the problem is when you spend all week
Just calm down. You
and
ain't
you
stop
spend
that.
all season saying, okay, this is week 1. We're going to get off to a great start. And
All right,
you lay
B-Dot.
an egg and you're non-competitive. The last
Hey,
thing
Haven.
you want in the NFL, Mike, is
B-Dot.
doubt
Let's go.
to set in.
Yeah, get in there. Good job. Thank you, Clark.
Was last week just
That's my fault,
1 out of 17, and they're going to move
That's what
on,
we do.
or is this going to be signs of things to come as the rest of this season unfolds?
37-yard line.
Well, team one parents
To
who
the
had
air
over.
one more time. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Let me see something do that.
Straight ahead, good kid. And it'll be a pickup of 3.
If he didn't run into his lineman, he was gone. Just want y'all to know that.
It's a gain of 3.
If he did not touch the lineman, that's 15 chunk yards. Easy.
Throwing now from the gun. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this first
Good
quarter
defense.
will come
Well
to
played.
an end. So 1 quarter in the books in this rematch of Super Bowl
These people,
57.
they came to play
Pair of
ball, man.
sevens
These two teams
on the
came to
scoreboard.
really bring it. Come on, now.
We'll be back in Kansas City after this.
I don't know what's
Here's
going
Matt
on.
Araiza now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep.
Oh!
And how about that play on special teams? Perfectly done. It checks up right at the 1-yard line. The Eagles
That's rare.
offense
He
ready to
stopped
get
it at the
back at
1.
it. Hey, Greg, you think about the NFC East.
That's about to be a safety if y'all
saying,
keep playing.
You're not allowed to rebuild in the NFC East. Think about these fan bases.
You notice they didn't give it to Achon, right?
Their fans don't stand rebuilds very often. Always feels a different pressure in this
Y'all notice
division
that?
to be one of the best teams in the league every year.
And it's just such a fun division. And last year with Washington turning it around so quickly, Jaden Daniels and Dan Quinn, what a great story that was. And then, of course, with Philadelphia, the eventual Super Bowl champions. Clearly, towards the end of the season, it was pretty evident, at least to all of us, that they were the best team, and that's exactly how things played out. So if you're at the bottom looking up, unlike some of these other divisions where you say, okay, maybe I'm not as far behind as it feels, in the NFC East, Mike, there's just not a lot of easy wins in your division, especially if you're the Giants.
We talk about history, and sometimes people go back 5 to 10 years. I just think back to the generations of great matchups amongst these teams.
Oh my God! It is a miracle that man held on.
It feels like a historic NFL game because of the legacy.
My
that to me is why
goodness.
the NFC East is one of the sexiest divisions
I held my
in
breath.
all of sports, not
Yes,
just the
I
NFL.
did.
Oh, absolutely. And it has more of kind of like a college football vibe, right? There's rivalries. The fans.
Y'all
kinda
are
don't
way
look, they
too
hate
close
each
to the
other.
goal line now.
They're yelling at each
Keep
other,
playing.
throwing things to the field. It has a
Oh,
little
good
bit
run,
more
H-Man.
of
Way to
a
help your
arch
team.
enemy, arch rival type of vibe, and I think that's why it's so
Get
fun.
away from that goal line.
Football
That was a
fans
safety
all across
way
the
to
league,
have.
whether you're a fan of a team in the East or
Whoa,
not,
touch it.
when those two teams are on and they're playing each other, you want to tune in.
Ball start.
Offense.
So instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. Now this time he'll set up to throw.
Boy, this game.
Get away and he loses the football.
No.
It looks like the Chiefs have it, and it is Kansas City
Go,
ball.
bite down on something. Look
That
away.
was a great play by the defense.
away.
He
It's
got
okay.
a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket.
This
They're
hurt.
able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
I'll teach you how to hold the ball. You know what I mean? That's fine. I'll teach you how to ball security.
So here comes the
We'll
KC
do some
offense
practice.
set to take over once more. Greg, you take a step back and look at the AFC West big picture. This is historic stuff. Chiefs are going for a 10th straight division title. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose.
Knee. Yeah,
And
nah,
are
the knee was
visuals
down. Never mind. She's
convincing
down by
enough
contact.
to overturn the call on the
They're going to
field.
overturn it. The knee touched the ground before the ball broke loose.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down.
But it didn't matter.
and that
It was
will
already
not
fourth
be a
down, so
fumble.
it really didn't matter. If anything, you just push it. Damn, bro.
Was great. They gave him no room to
Let it
operate.
out. If anything,
And
you
made
just
him
push
pay
the
for
Chiefs.
catching the ball. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. You know, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem
Singer.
the ball at the 30-yard line.
Come on, B-Dot.
35-yard line.
I
I
mean,
don't
you
know.
did
Does that
things.
feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that
Your
people
name's
don't
B-Dot
talk
for
about
a reason.
Mike, is the impact that it's making on going forward on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off and I could give you the ball for 35? Or even if I bail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to
Don't sleep on Pro either. The Chiefs got some demons on their
because the
team.
ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball.
Almost done.
I'm so
Yes,
happy,
sir.
Greg, because it just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, you know, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped anyone. It was just an offensive touchdown festival. So you won a coin toss, and you get the ball.
what the hell
The
are
other
you
team's
doing,
defense hadn't
Chiefs?
gotten to stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field. A lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game
Yo,
flow
it going
come over.
inward.
Devontae Smith there to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release, the draft has become this multi-day huge event.
Hey, shout out to
Remake
H-Town for
all
not
folks
dropping.
around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind, interested to see how they fit in the league as this season gets going.
Yeah, you know, obviously so much attention around the quarterback position. Cam Ward goes #1, and then obviously with Shore and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit. When you look at Ashton Jenkins,
boy, be smart.
he gets
pick.
Intercepted. Picked off by Leo
You
Chanel.
gotta be smart. If you don't gotta play develop, you gotta throw it away. That's right.
Short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Understanding the coverage shells of cover 2 is
that
critical,
record
especially
fool
for the linebackers, Mike. They're responsible for those underneath zones. There is some vulnerability to this coverage unit if you don't have guys who understand their assignments. But I'll tell you what, this guy definitely was paying attention in meetings because he was in the right place at the right time, and he's able to come away with the big pick.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And they smacked him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 36-yard.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he is not going to get there. Short of the marker. And that's going to be a turnover on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7-0 outside the U.S. Chiefs and Chargers last week.
This man running like his old self all of a sudden.
Vikings and Steelers in
That's
Dublin.
not good.
Vikings in London playing the Browns the very next week.
These two teams, at any moment, these two teams are like nuclear bombs. At any moment, one of them just could go off and just go stupid. They're just waiting for that one team. Eagles got bunch formation on the left side, bottom of the screen. See if Phil takes advantage of this
I can tell you,
matchup.
Mike, having played one of the international games
Keon
towards
was
the
in
end of my
motion,
career
about
in
bit.
London, when I played for Carolina, it's a great experience. It's fun for the players, it's fun for the coaches, it's fun for the fans and the families. So I expect this slate to continue to expand. There's so many fun international cities around the world that love NFL football.
And from what you hear, there's more to come. We could be at the point someday, very soon, where every team plays one game outside the U.S. in each regular season. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and cross it. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Kansas City, the Chiefs got 2 timeouts.
Away for the
a
4th
minute,
time today.
Say a minute 10 left. That's all said and done.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback. And will come out to the 20-yard line.
That's how you can tell I know life.
Ready for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw.
B-Dot. There it is.
Off-balance throw. It's complete.
It's okay, B-Dot. It's
After the
fine.
play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs.
That B-Dot
Halftime
to
is
field
looming, so
connection
the
will
athletic
always
training
be
staff will get a chance to look them
staple.
over during the break. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Never lose the same.
Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs.
You see so many teams.
That was a poorly developed screen because
but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that kick will help extend the lead, but remember, Mike, it's still a one-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner, so both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done before we crown a winner here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Boy, no.
Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it.
You gotta throw it away.
And that's going to bring an end to this first half.
Don't play hero ball. Just throw it away. That big thing will hurt you. And I can't protect you on the field.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And both teams ready to play on, so
big
we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3.
Come on, baby, I'm hungry. I'm ready to eat. You got one more half
both
left.
teams ready to get back at it
relax
as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of
Chiefs
the
got
30.
the ball back. That means we got
Chiefs
about to do
offense
some
ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
Come on, bro. Right through the screen.
And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Oh, it's incomplete. They really ratcheted.
That should have been a flag. I agree with this.
And they force 4th down.
That did look like
On comes the Chiefs punter.
Pass interference is a weird trick call. It depends on the referee.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Eagles offense and Tank Bigsby getting ready to take over. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd
Boy,
and
that's
10,
best free
trying to
beats.
throw.
Why did you give it to Ashawn of
He'll
all
swing this
people?
one out wide
Why?
to his
Why?
right.
No.
They'll hold him to
Look
a
at
gain of
the
just a
white
couple,
jerseys.
and
There was
sets up
5
3rd
white
down.
jerseys around them.
Defensive
You have bunch
coordinators
formation
preach all
on the
the
other
time.
side. If you have
Play
5,
pass defense with
all right,
vision.
listen.
That's exactly
There's
the case
12.
here.
There's
We're able
12.
to rally to the ball.
There's 11
Keep
players
it
in
to
the
a
field.
short game.
5 of them are linemen. That leaves you at 7.
He'll
Right?
get this complete.
5
That's
players
A.J.
is
Brown.
over there. That means that out of the
Just
bunch
his
formation,
first
there's
catch.
only
They
2
have
players
held him
available.
in check
Three
so
players.
far. But that one
Someone
gives
is
him a
open.
1st down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
It's all right. It's okay.
1st down,
I
Eagles.
understand. We got this.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and He ends up picking up the first down.
This one stepped
And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Somebody's good here.
Out of bounds at the 41.
He goes up at the end.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Big Christian Wilkins, the one who brought him down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Eagles, first down.
1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion.
They broke away. Keon's in motion. That's a
Now they'll set
That's
up
a
to
bunch
throw.
nasty. Keon's open. Yes, sir. I called it. Yeah, I called it. I watched too much. I know like manner. I just know like it.
Touchdown.
I'll tell you
Eagles.
what happened before it happens.
That is 2nd touchdown of the
Yeah,
afternoon.
bunch nasty. Keon was open. They
Using the
bit.
tight
They
end to
bit
get
on
to
the
end
motion
zone,
play.
Greg, it's your old position. You're very
He was
familiar
going
with
to get open.
That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
I need to
And this
listen
was
to you.
never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Eagles 14. Chiefs 13.
So following
Good
the
job,
score,
dude.
here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Williams on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. They'll begin
Well, it
with
was
a
more like
zone
it
read.
wasn't really
And
good.
some
It was
good
more like
running
just
there.
like
He'll fall
strategy
forward
and
for about 7.
numbers and matchups.
From the 32-yard line
Like,
now,
as long as you know you got the right
second down and
matchup
3.
and if the defense bites on it, you're gonna
Here
get a
comes the
decent
blitz as he looks to throw.
defense.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball.
Those are X's today.
It'll bring up 3rd down.
Good job, bro.
He's got his man complete. And the defense can't look for the stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simple. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The throw here is complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
He'll drop the throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35.
Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route,
Y'all already
especially
need
for the
field
tight
goal
end
line, so
position.
y'all
And
are already out.
depending on the
So
speed
go ahead,
and
so go ahead,
catchability of the
score
tight
it
end,
right there.
sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Brought down back at the 30.
Yeah, y'all in field goal line, so it
They
doesn't
need to
matter.
get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
Don't beat up.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This a 48-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game.
I'm like,
this one
what's
is
that?
also
What's
good.
that Hokage?
And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
One that don't
Job
like the
number 1 on
ATS.
this drive. Find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, That's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. They trail by 2 and will start this drive with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Tight end going in motion here. He's got his tight end, Branson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up
throwing now on 3rd and long. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a 1st down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. 4th quarter begins on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down.
This is huge. He wants it more. He wants it more.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
Ash got it.
And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
So, injury, what injury?
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That was such a 50-50 ball. That could have went either way.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of
formation
downs.
on the left side.
You find yourself here
Looking
trailing
like
in
a
the
bunch
4th quarter.
nasty.
They got to go down some
receiver in
scores,
motion.
and they got to score fast.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Man in motion is Brown. Back to the air one more time. A quick throw, and it's complete on the slant.
There's a lot to play for, that's
after
right.
a gain of 5, but that is enough for a
Some
first
good.
down.
Bragging rights. Some good.
They'll look to throw yet again.
Okay. Okay. Nice circulation from
And
you.
they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the catch and run for the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now, faking the give. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Hill look to throw. That's out to Brown.
there it is.
Outside, complete.
They're picking up.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
A.J. Brown.
16 yards.
2 receptions for him on this
A.J.
drive.
Zeke so
This
far
one
good. I
good for
should saw him
16
die
yards.
with Zeke, but he sucks.
A gain of
Guy
16
is
yards.
so it doesn't matter.
And an Eagle 1st down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown.
Number 3. Number 3. Oh, no, that's fine. That worked.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
I don't know what this formation
They'll
is.
throw here on 3rd and short yardage.
Yeah,
This
it's
one
confusing me. I don't know what
it's incomplete. Good
I think coach was trying to get cute, kind of like how Pete Carroll was in the Super
Is
Bowl.
fourth down. So now,
I would go for it.
Elliott,
Because if they stop you, they're backed up in the end zone and try to take it.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
Williams now to return. The Chiefs offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs.
Yes, sir. Yeah, good run.
First down as the tackle is made just shy of the 40.
What kind of defensive formation is that? What is the defense doing? What is the coaches doing for these weird formations? Is that like an all-out blitz?
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll look underneath.
Oh, fumble. Oh, come on, big man. Come on, big man. Come on.
And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa.
Sometimes the ball just got to bounce your way.
Right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD.
Sometimes the ball, it just has to bounce your way. That's it. You need a little bit of luck to me. There's good luck.
This becomes a big spot here for the Chiefs. They will indeed go for 2.
That's set up for the 2-point conversion.
That's going to be caught.
That ball was so lightning fast, I didn't see it. That's not a dot. That was a thunderbolt. That's how fast that thing was. I didn't even have time to say single. Look at that. Zip that shit. My goodness. That don't look like a touchdown. That don't look like a touchdown. I only saw one foot. I did not see two.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. Unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The Eagles offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long.
Oh, so you can drop the ball randomly? What the hell? Oh, you did a catch animation, so...
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral.
It just made Coy look bad, bro. Anyway, bunch formation on the right side. Get off the field. Damn it, stick to your day job.
They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
18 on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast. You need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
They'll look to throw again. To the outside. It's made by Brown. And he's going to get out of bounds. the first down.
Remember, Eagles need to score. They're going to get desperate. Your job is to stop them. Go to safety's back. Give them space. They need to score. They don't need a field goal. Go to safety's all the way back. Put the DB's back. You don't need to protect nothing but the sidelines and the game down. Leave the middle of the field open. Yeah. It's like that. Leave the middle of the field open.
Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Boy, I would just bomb it on him. I mean, this works too. This works. I'll take that.
So 2 minutes left to play.
I'm going to have to throw that dot in the end zone,
Greg and I back for the conclusion.
Because them safeties are not dropping. Look at the safeties. Look at them. They're just there. You might as well just bomb it on him. Take it in. Don't give it to Ash. What the hell? He's a defensive player. You don't know what he's doing. What's formation on the right side? Get that touchdown.
He's into the end zone yet again. Highland Branson. Touchdown, Eagles. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That's not going to contribute to anything, so it doesn't matter. It's just going to mess up like kick, but they're
still trying to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense.
Nothing matters.
And the kick's in the air. So, here comes the KC
Kansas City,
offense.
the Chiefs don't have the advantage because the Chiefs have the ball
that touchdown a moment ago,
on the 35-yard line.
The lead on this drive.
They only need a field goal to win. And it's a minute 26. You already know how this, they're going to waste up all the clock. Look, D-Dot just called the audible. They're going to, they plotting. They plotting, what is that? What the hell is that?
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the
No
idea is,
short
if you're
passes.
running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on
mid level.
With a pressure there, he can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
Why did
so
the
after
Chiefs call
picking up some
timeout?
positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on
the odds
second.
of you hitting that 30-12 is slim to none. Why would you call timeout? You're benefiting the Clinton.
Happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
And that is incomplete.
Fire the coach.
This offense took the field. In their mind, Mike, they want to end this game in regulation. You do not want to play
trash
for overtime.
game. You're just so trash. You're garbage. What the hell?
Do you remain aggressive and keep the offense on the field and try to end it here? Or do you make the safe play and punt the ball away and settle for overtime?
The Eagles offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive.
All the advantages, 1 minute left.
And they'll start with first and 10.
You better thank God they're using appropriate defense for this situation. They're going to most likely kick them off or send it to overtime. Boy, don't throw it. You got to give it to A-Sean for it or run it yourself. If you throw it, you're getting killed. You're going against nickel, dime, and dollar packages. Just let it go. Don't throw it. Run it. Run.
Now on first and 10. There's that man again. Another
shut your ass up.
It is second down and
big
5.
ass fucking lollipop there. Lift me up.
He'll drop to throw. Firing right side. Brought in by Brown. This offense still has the one timeout to use. First and 10 coming up now.
Mid level.
He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Branson. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
How is it second down and 8? But you're oh, I love this game, bro. How? Fatty, get it together, bro.
Throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Short.
Open man, right side. He's got it. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up.
Why are y'all
A
kicking
potential game winner. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So that is what you want. You know, sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. This kick is good, and they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Y'all got one time out.
Back to throw here to begin the drive.
What the fuck is
And a
that?
timeout is called, so now you're
Fire the-
probably looking at one final play.
Fire
back
the
in their own
coach, bro.
territory.
Fire,
This
yo,
is
if I
gonna
was,
take
if this was
the
my
risk.
team, I'll lose. I'll lose my shit.
He'll let it go deep
No,
inside.
fire Andy Reid, bro.
And that's going to be
Fire Andy Reid.
intercepted.
He's gotta go.
Picked off by Marcus Epps. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. What
No
a
way.
finish
I would've
to
lost
this
my
one.
marbles.
The defense comes up
No way.
with the interception in clutch time to
Andy
seal
Reid
it
has
on the
to go.
final play. And the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team.
I'm stunned.
So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on
Wow.
X at
I
EA
mean,
Madden
this was the main
NFL.
event game for a reason.
With that, we say so long, everyone.
This hurts. B-Dot, 23 of 34, 148 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 pick. What the fuck is wrong with B-Dot? 7, right? No, really, what's wrong with them? Oh, we got to check on B-Dot. Rio, 61 yards, throw, 30 yards, with a drop pass. Mitri, 22 yards, drop pass. Big Q, 16 yards, drop pass. Are the Eagles just really that good? Kanaya, 9 tackles, 1 for a loss, 1 pass defended. Mezzi, 6 tackles, 2 for a loss, 2 sacks. Oh wow, 2 sacks? Not bad. Not bad at all. Boy, 34 for 47. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Very big game. Monte Creed, 55 yards rushing. No fumbles. Thank the Lord. Boy, 42 yards rushing. The junior, 83 yards receiving. Melendez. Keon is 83 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns, 1 drop. Aishon, 42 yards receiving. Ash, 41 yards receiving, 3 drops. Your bums, stick to your day job, please. Quay, 15 yards receiving. Ash, 9 tackles, 2 passes defended, where you belong. I don't think y'all got things like that. Cairo, 4 tackles, 1 for a loss. really, I don't know. I'm just going to assume. You guys are going to assume. 3 tackles, 1 for a loss. That just sounds like a AI. 3 tackles, 1 for a loss. They're half a sack. All right. GG's to the teams. We will be playing tomorrow, same times. It'll be 3 p.m. EST. Thank y'all for tuning in. Enjoy the night, and we'll go from there.